Hi, I'm Sheila Malcolmson. I'm honored to be Nanaimo's MLA, honored to be on Nanaimo territory, and so glad to be invited to talk about Brain Injury Awareness Month and to applaud the really fantastic work that Nanaimo Brain Injury Society does. I think we know in the community about the peer counseling that Nanaimo Brain Injury Society helps organize, the great one-on-one work between people with lived experience, so they'll go to the hospital with people with recently acquired brain injuries, do some heart to heart, let people know what it is. The supports are available to them, coffee connections, the work that we've seen in the community about volunteer opportunities, and having people be supported in the life after an acquired brain injury. But the revelation for me, which I was so glad to be at the conference that Nanaimo Family Life Association and NBIS organized earlier this year, seems like an age ago, with people from all around the province who were activists, leaders in the realm of violence against women. And the light went on for me. There are other people I know that are going to talk about brain injuries from sports accidents. It's so important. Don't dive into shallow water, things like that. But when we're really blowing the taboo off talking about the link between gender-based violence and brain injury. And I heard when I was a member of parliament in Ottawa, witnesses, Bonnie Brayton from Dawn, talking about just colossal statistics. There was a study that she was citing. 40% of jailed women in Ontario had childhood sexual abuse and brain injuries. In a Toronto shelter study, between 35 and 80% of the women in shelters and transition houses had a traumatic brain injury. Women who are victims of violence are often choked. You lose oxygen to the brain. And we know some of the other elements of brain injury where you lose some of the ability to read signals in people, to read facial expressions. Some of the organizational capacity is lost around decision making. And especially the speakers at this conference that Nanaimo Brain Injury Society organized, talking about how women who are in danger may not read the signs that their domestic partner is becoming more volatile, or they may not have the capacity to organize themselves into a plan of leaving, taking their children, getting to safety. So these two issues overlie each other in such an important way. And I know in Nanaimo we have really leading organizations doing trauma-informed work, doing brave work, preventing violence and dealing with the aftermath in a way that is healing. And so especially on this month, I want to talk about that work that is being done in our community, that work that must be supported, how determined I am to bring more supports. In 2.5 years, our government has made up some of the tremendous shortfall in groups that are doing this brave work on the front line, but there's more to do, and let's do it together. Be safe out there, and thank you to the amazing women and men who are keeping each other safe.